It's me and Gerald, and we're going to be doing personal readings. And I don't know what the intro's about, but we're here.
Hey, you're all here. We are scary.
Yeah, we're here. This is our not a Halloween show, not a Samhain show, but just a show. And we might talk about Samhain, and we'll definitely do personal readings. So
hmm
that's what this is. Oh, let me turn on comments. So, hello, Gerald. How are you?
I am very well, thank you.
Thank
Very
you.
well.
Same, same. And I see that we have a few people in the chat. That's very, very nice.
Thank you, everybody, for being
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Shall we chitter chat just a little bit about Samhain?
Yes,
Yeah, it's I don't even know what actual day it is. I know it changes, it's more like November 2nd most years. So let me see here.
I think it's like the first officially. Um,
Yeah, oh no, no, because this website is just putting it on Halloween basically.
I have it on the first.
Yeah, November 1st. That sounds right. Yep,
And
that sounds
see,
right.
here's the cool thing. Colleen, you and I talked about Samhain last year.
Mm-hmm.
We did a show on that, which was
Yeah,
a very good show.
yeah.
It's the third of the harvest festivals. It's the final harvest festival.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of celebrating. It's a beautiful fire festival. And I think what's really great about Samhain is it's the time when we remember those who have helped us get to where we are. Remembering our ancestors and preparing to go into the darker part of the year.
Yeah.
So,
I'm just looking at the astrological. Here's one on the second. I can just move it back to the first because technically, isn't it supposed to be, let's see, I don't know. No, I think I'm thinking of I don't know. I know that the cardinal signs start the seasons, and they always happen on the 0 degree of that sign. But the cross quarters, I think, happen on the 15th degree of the signs.
hmm,
But I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I don't want to sit and figure it out in front of everybody. But anyway, um, yeah. So, interesting thing that I think about Samhain is that how much it coincides with so many other holidays.
yes.
Like I always am drawn towards the Hindu holidays. And the one that I'm drawn to for Samhain is Diwali.
Oh, okay.
In Diwali, they have every village that celebrates Diwali in India is going to celebrate it a little bit differently. And they all have their customs and their traditions and things that they bring forward. But some generally accepted customs for Diwali are, it's a festival of lights, right?
hmm
And so they make the little clay pots that just like fit in the, I'm putting my hand up and you can't see it in the camera, fit in the palm of your hand. And they're kind of made that way. That's how you make them. You make them with your fingers pushing around like that. And it just makes this little thing that really literally just fits in the palm of your hand out of clay. And then they fill it with, I think ghee. I think they fill it with ghee and a
hmm
wick because ghee will burn like, a fuel. And then they light those. And so probably now they use something a little bit more mass produced, but um, at the temple, that's what they always would put out. And they'd line the walkways up to the house with
Yes.
those lights so that the ancestors could see where to come. And they would also they would put paint on their feet, or they'd make a stencil of a foot and they'd put it in paint and they'd walk footsteps up to the threshold of the
Oh,
house to
nice.
guide the ancestors up there. And they would clean. So the basin, was also important to them because they wanted it
Absolutely.
to be clean for the ancestors. Um, and like things with Samhain, it was a lot about um, exploring the shadow, connecting to the dead, connecting to ancestors, and also letting go of things. Um,
Hmm.
because you have the harvest, but you have to put the harvest somewhere, so you have to get rid of things in order to make room for the harvest.
Yes.
So,
Well, and I'm glad you mentioned the harvest again. Oftentimes at Mabon or Mabon, we in an agricultural focused society, we were looking at the harvest and so, are we going to make it?
right.
So this is that time we're bringing everything in, anything and everything. We're doing the hard stuff because we're going into the darker parts of the year. This is also I love how we have the Day of the Dead, we have All Saints Day, All Souls Day, the Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead lasts for a very long time. So this celebration, I think, is key to getting people through the winter and the colder or the darker time or part of the year.
Yeah.
So
And I'm wondering if the connections to the dead for all of the various religions, if that isn't just sort of softening the ground because during the dark times, you may lose a few of your relatives.
I I personally have found it to be very true that
Yeah.
this time of the year, a lot of people are crossing over,
Hmm.
uh, uh, family, family members, pets,
Pets.
and
Yeah.
so it's a beautiful time to bring out your photo albums, bring out those
Oh,
things that
yeah.
remind you of these people.
Yes.
Light a candle, say their names. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So yeah, do that. I encourage everybody to do that. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's really, really good. That's great.
hmm
Oh, that's just great. So that's good. That's a little bit about Samhain. That's good.
mhm.
We got to blab about that for a while. That's wonderful.
Well, I have to say personally, I'm good for a scary movie any time of the year, but
Hmm.
boy, let me tell you, I mean, I'm watching black and white movies, the old ones, Frankenstein, Dracula, all of the scary stuff that makes me go ooh. So,
Yeah. And this year it's particularly interesting because we have the three-eye atlas getting closer and closer and closer to us.
mm,
And two things about three-eye atlas that I'm really, really intrigued by. One is that most seers are saying that it's not necessarily bringing beings here to Earth. It's not going to stop on Earth. It's just going to go by us. But in going by us, it is attracting our attention and making us really focus on galactics and our relationship with galactics.
mhm,
And one of the things about the galactics that has been brought up, not necessarily for Three Eye Atlas, but that is sometimes brought up, is that the galactics basically built the moon and positioned it in our
mm,
orbit to be a way station, be kind of a stopover,
yeah,
a place where they could be and observe the Earth without bothering us or anything, and that they're inside it, that it's hollow to a certain extent, not completely hollow, but hollow to a certain extent. And I've been contemplating that and pondering that, and my brain, my astrological brain, is saying, "Huh." So if it's artificial, if it was placed there by the galactics, then did they anticipate that we would? Because I've heard that galactics taught us astrology.
oh, interesting.
I'm not sure they did because where they came from, it would have been different astrology because our astrology is Earth centric,
Yes.
right? Now, there are some schools of thought where astrology is heliocentric. I don't practice that. I don't understand it. I don't know anything about heliocentric except for once in a while when I ask for an ephemeris, which is the list of all the planetary positions, I goof up and I get a heliocentric ephemeris, and I'm like, oh, I can't use that at all. Right? Oh,
Yes.
God, I'm making this go all over the place. So if the moon was placed artificially in our orbit, and yet it has so much impact on our tides, on us, on the
Hmm.
weather in many ways, on whether it's close to the sun, I mean close to the earth, away from the earth, the eclipses, the full moons, the new moons, all these things that impact us. Did they know that it was going to have those effects? And was that part of why they placed it there? And how, if it is artificial, then how has it become such an integral part of our astrology? Was there, I mean, I guess there wasn't any astrology or study of astrology before they placed it.
I think that's a very interesting question. I would also say if they did place it, of course it was going to be an integral part of it. Then why would they place it? It needed to feel and belong in,
I
and
guess.
to make us wonder. How many times in history have people looked up at the sky and thought about what's out there? It's a very
Mm-hmm.
it's a very interesting thing. Also, the idea of, if we have, here you go, here's a scary thought. Are we being watched all of the time? Are we just are we just
Lab rats.
lab rats? I was going to say lab rats, or from like an animal, like an ant farm or something like that.
I think so, in a way. I think so, in a way. And I think, initially they thought, oh, they could just like kind of let us go about our merry way. And then we had Lemuria, and then we had Atlantis. And so now I think they watch us closer.
I think they watch us closer. So I was shuffling cards. And I'm just going to pull some cards on this. I got the Seven of Swords. Interesting, because if they did create it, it started a certain way. It's actually gone out of their control and their influence.
Yeah, absolutely, it has.
And what's happening is the Eight of Cups. We're walking off of the plan. This is not what was expected. These are things that aren't supposed to happen. This
Hmm.
is not in the catalog. Uh, and and I have the Five of Cups, so they're a little disappointed, and nobody wants galactic beings disappointed. Well, I don't. I mean,
Well,
your mileage may vary.
they were hugely disappointed in what happened in Lemuria and in Atlantis. Hugely.
Hmm.
And I think Lemuria happened first, and that was a shocker. But then I don't know what the time span is in between them. But then when Atlantis happened, I think they thought, oh shit, we really got to do something now.
Yep.
Because we are very powerful and yet very stupid. And so we do stupid things.
Oh
But
my gosh! At the bottom of my deck is the Tower. When you said that, we're very powerful and we're very stupid. That is a bad combination.
it is a bad combination. But they're watching us very closely now. So,
Hmm.
and Three Eye Atlas is supposed to be bringing, what's the word they kept using? Oh shoot, I wish I could remember. But it's an invitation for everybody to get to the fifth dimension and beyond, and to begin to understand that they will be advancing to light bodies.
Mm,
So
okay.
it's a big step up for those who want to go there. And by going there, it's not like getting on a spaceship.
Yeah.
I mean, physically you'd stay here, but it's a different reality, a different vibration, a different dimension, a different a different level of enlightenment, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. I do.
Mhm.
I like that. I like looking at it that way because that's a gentler way of looking at it rather than someone's going to another dimension where they might not see people from the other dimension. I don't think that's true. I think that we'll all be here, same soup, same swamp, same cities, same towns, but people will be experiencing life in a different way.
I agree with you. You also bring up the idea, people say the veil is thin this time of the year.
Mhm.
I think the veil is staying thin for a longer period of time, and by the veil is thin, the ability to see between uh, uh, realities, between realms, the
Mhm.
energetic levels of those, the light frequencies, they get a little fuzzy, and they stay fuzzy for longer.
Mhm.
So people seeing weird things out of the corner of their eyes, stuff disappearing. Of course, it's going to happen this time of the year.
Yeah, and I think ascension issues are very real. A lot of physical issues that people are experiencing because they are ascending, and ascending not like going in the up direction, but again, enlightenment. They are enlightening and they are lightening. They're getting lighter, right? So
Uh,
not just enlightened here, but literally our bodies going from carbon to light will result in us feeling lighter, literally lighter. And that's something that I think is really exciting, really, really exciting. Because
I
and I've been saying for a long time, there's so many people that have not studied as we have the whatever mysteries, right? They have not gone through a schooling of, here's what you do to progress, here's what you do to change your brain, to change your
Mhm.
synapses, to change your thinking, to change the paradigms, and to
Yes,
open your brain up. Instead of taking plant medicine, you can do this study. It's kind of very similar.
yes.
But I know there's a lot of people that haven't done that, and yet they are getting to the same result as what a lot of people who do this training get to.
Uh,
So that's, I think, a result of this thinning of the veil generally, this changing of the vibrations generally, of, 3-eye atlas coming closer generally. It's just, it's probably been coming towards us for years, and we know that people, well, since TikTok really, have been have been just doing things in just a crazy fast way. They've been like, oh, boom, I woke up and now I'm, talking to spirits, or I thought I believed in angels, but now I just talk to them. Like there's so much of that going on. I'll
there
shut
really is. That no, that's a really important point. I believe it's. I like that phrase. What do you do before enlightenment? You chop wood and you carry water. What do you do after enlightenment? You chop wood and carry water. I, this is what Gerald thinks. TarotStache. I think a lot of times people, when that happens, they have a hard time chopping wood and carrying water after they have these experiences. They walk around a bit in a daze. They're not sure what's going on. They're losing a sense of their being, their physical being, and that's changing. It's
Mhm.
that's I think it's an interesting thing to pay attention to.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I remember when I was really young, um, and I did some outlandish, crazy things, and my family thought I was pretty weird. But they were doing things too, and I didn't think they were weird. I thought they were lucky because they could do those things.
yes.
Things like um, clairvoyant visions and having visions. Things like just having prophetic dreams and stuff, because those were two things that I didn't really have. But
Mhm.
they all thought I was weird because I did all my nutso stuff, numerology and astrology and cards, and things like that. And I was a very young kid to be interested in those things. And they were
Yes.
just like, where did you even think this up? Where did you even think this was possible? And I'm like, how come you think it's not possible? It's
Well, that's a beautiful thing, because what you're seeing that they have that you don't have, they're seeing what you have and they don't have it, and they're wishing it. So there's this,
I
that
guess.
our natural skills, the things that, well, this is just how I am.
Hmm.
I I don't know any other way to be. People don't realize that oftentimes.
Yeah, they don't. They
So,
don't.
but that's, I remember somebody when they saw my chart, my Western chart. I'm Scorpio, Cancer, Cancer. I'm all water. The reader actually looked at me and she's like going, "How can you handle that much?" And I look at her and I said, "I don't know any other option."
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
There you
And,
go.
and having those sensitivities that we all have, and we all have different ones. I think it's really interesting that when I was young, people thought that people with those abilities were so special, that
Mhm.
they were going to be famous because they were so special. And as I have aged, I've realized no, I mean, we all have those. And I remember saying that when I was younger, but then I looked around and saw evidence to the contrary. There were clearly many people who didn't, or didn't acknowledge it, or couldn't use it. And I thought that was sad that they couldn't use it. But I also thought, oh, so they're just not going to be in that group, in that realm, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, yeah, yeah, we're all still going to be noticed for our abilities, but it's not like we're going to be so special. We're all going to be like respected for what we do, which I think we are now, but we also have to realize that everybody has these abilities and everybody can bring something to the table. You don't need to be the one of anything.
I think part of our enlightenment then is being okay with everyone finding their enlightenment, it being different than ours, and realizing there's space for all of that.
Hmm.
We're learning so much more about the world, the
Hmm.
quantum mechanics and all of that stuff, quantum physics. Don't ask me. I just know there's so many things that are being discovered. So there's more space for these things to exist all at the same time.
Well, and also the universe is literally expanding.
Mm,
That's why there's space for everything. As we expand, we are kind of telling the universe we need to expand. We need more room for this.
ah, okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've jawed away the first almost 25 minutes of this show. So
And
maybe we
you did get a donation
I
for the
did. Oh,
payment,
Dina, you are too generous. Thank you so much.
and
You are
there's a
just
question
uh,
there. Shall
someone I
we
think.
answer that one first?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Do you want
Shall
me
we?
to put it up?
Yeah. For some reason, I'm clicking. It's not coming up. Thank you. Someone I feel very maternally about needs me to co-sign a loan. If I don't, the young man, girlfriend, and cats will lose their home. Promises me faithfully he will pay it, apprehensive, but I am an empath and it's killing me not to help. Hmm. Well, let's see. Let's see what we see.
I'm going to put us back like that because then we can see your face.
Oh, okay. Mean these big old cheeks? You want to see these big old cheeks?
Mm.
My little putum.
Again, for entertainment purposes only, I am a firm believer of trusting your gut. Being an empath doesn't mean you have to help. There are many ways to help. Oh, okay, we're using that. I think the short answer is use extreme caution. This does not look like what it actually is. I have it may be what they're hoping happens isn't exactly what needs to happen. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. I just you could do it, but then the relationship that you have with them shifts. You are now the landlord instead of the maternal instinct. That is some tough love. Things are going to be very different. Will
Yeah, I don't think this is good for
I
you.
have the 10 of Swords. It is going to change the relationship, and I'm not going to say it's going to be changed for in a good way. And then, Dina, I also have the Hanged Man.
I got the Hanged Man too.
I mean, and this says there are other ways that you can help.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just. I mean, you're putting a lot of things at risk. Use caution with that.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to change the relationship, and it's not it's going to be something that is a tremendous burden if you go forward with it. I would not do it if I were you. I'm just going to say it. I don't think you should do it.
Mm-hmm.
And there are, like Gerald says, there are other ways to help and be supportive. Okay. Shall we? Did we get people putting spirit in the chat?
We did.
Okay.
We
So
did.
all of you who put questions in, if you could put spirit in the chat, make sure that you all have already done that, and then we'll do a spin, and we'll
Put us this way.
Yeah.
How many would you like me to draw?
Two.
Okay. I will be writing these down.
Okay.
Ms. Sharon. Woohoo!
Yes.
Say hi, Ms. Sharon.
Empires.
Type in your question, please.
And cowbell.
Cowbell. All right.
Just looking to see if Ms. Sharon already put in a question or a cowbell.
You're welcome, Dina.
Yes, you're welcome, Dina, and thank you again for your super chat. That's much appreciated.
Cowbell is here.
Okay.
I don't know. It doesn't sound. I did post some questions as I saw them. Ms. Sharon did have a question.
Oh, why are cats so drawn to me lately? Oh, I'll use my kitty cat deck for that.
And I do have your question, Cowbell.
Okay. So I'll do Sharon, Ms. Sharon.
Ms. Sharon, are you still here? But you have the cat deck.
I have a couple of cat decks, and I'm using this little one that I really like. I've got another one that's got cool pictures on it, but I just like this deck better. It's got, particularly Halloweeny, it's got kitty skeleton heads on the.
Oh, nice. I love that.
And you can't see it. I arranged a very pretty tableau in my background. However, my chair covers it up, so you can't see it. Here, I'll slide over so you can see.
Well.
A little kitty skeleton in there.
Okay. It's hard for me to see it, but okay.
I know. You can't see. Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, whatever. Okay, there it is. All right. It's live, you know. What are you gonna do? So why are cats so drawn to me lately? Beautiful. Well, as I was just shuffling and closing my eyes, what I get is that, cats are, all animals are part of the angelic realm. They're not angels, but they are part of the angelic realm. What I feel for you is that you are also drawn to angels. I don't know if you talk to angels or look at angel numbers or, feel like you have special angel guides or all of the above, but the cats are attracted to that energy because you are also not attracting angels, you're really calling them in. And you're probably communicating with them a lot, whether you're remembering this or not, or maybe in your sleep also, you're really communing with angels. And so the cats are just very, very drawn to that energy because they are from that realm. So it's, their cousins, their mom and dad, whatever. They're feeling that warm, familiar vibe in you because you've got all this going on around you. Now, what the cards are saying too is that there is a spirit that is wanting to communicate to you, probably one of your ancestors who has passed on, and you're in the perfect timing and the perfect space and the perfect vibration to get really strong messages from this passed on person. Um, the aura around you is not only angelic, but you are just tuning in to the other side tremendously. And before too long, you're going to feel it. You're going to get these messages, you're going to get this connection, and it's going to feel really right, really good. So don't go bananas with this, don't don't start, jumping up and down and yelling on the rooftops, I'm talking to angels,
Yeah.
but just develop it and use this connection to really get messages for yourself and anybody who really needs those messages. Pace yourself. If you get too excited, overexcited by it, you may kind of wear yourself out. Now remember that angels vibe at a much higher rate than we do. So if you're going to spend time actually in their energy, it will exhaust you. So that's why I'm saying, chill, be a little chill. But if you can sit very quietly, get very centered, grounded, cord of silver light going, from the crown of the head all the way through your body down back into the earth. That helps ground you, but it also, that silver cord connects you to the higher realms and the universal energy and connection and communication coming down to you. And being able to communicate that way. And then when you're done, give yourself a separate grounding exercise. And I do mean take the time to feel your body when at the end of a meditation, when they're saying, wiggle your fingers and toes, that isn't just to kind of like wake it up. That's to connect to your physical self. That's the earthing part of it, because your body is of the earth. So you want to connect to your body. You can also eat a little salt or eat something salty or some root vegetables, but before you even get to standing up and going to get that food, you want to feel in your body and then repeat that grounding exercise, but this time maybe make the cord brown, color of the earth. So you really ground yourself, because I'm getting that you're getting tremendous energy in these transmissions and downloads. And so that's why the cats are coming to you.
I love that. I was thinking about that as you were talking. The cats the cats like that energy. They're also helping you manage that energy because
Mhm.
they're good at it.
Yeah, and just rubbing the cats when you're done too will also help ground you,
Hmm.
believe it or not. So yeah, good stuff.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up all the stuff I just knocked over. So
I
I
have,
gotta turn off my camera for this.
okay.
It's gonna take me just a minute.
Kelbell, I'm going to Moab this in a week if you want to read on that or a general. Here's what I got for you. You are in the process of sorting through some emotional attachments, letting them go because you're moving on to something else. You're moving on to your better uh, opportunities, the emotional connections. I've used two decks. I the trip to Moab. Are you going by yourself? Or are you going with others? I'm asking that. I'm going to use some caution. You're going to, if you're going with people or you're visiting people, you're going to annoy each other. You're going to get under each other's skin. You're going to actually have a bit of, you're going with the group. Okay. Pay very close attention because the group itself is, it's the devil. The group itself is going to bring up stuff. People are not going to behave in the way that they usually behave. So they're going to be a little challenging. You are, in general, Kelbell, you've worked really hard. It's okay to celebrate your successes. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. I have, and this is an interesting thing. I have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Lovely cards, lovely matching. You are emotionally satisfied. You've worked hard, uh, and it is all working out for you. There's a great benefit. I'm wondering if on your trip, you're going to need a little bit of alone time sooner rather than later. It's okay to take your own walk, especially when people are driving you crazy. Uh, I also have, I love this for the Moab part, the chariot. Of course, you're going to be traveling because it's the chariot. I would pay attention to how your energy is flowing as you're traveling. I don't know if you're flying or driving. There's an opportunity for you to sort of release things as you're traveling and moving through that. You're going to also want to spend after this trip, you're going to want to spend time by yourself reflecting on the insights that you have gained. You're going to be gaining some insights. I don't know if you're going what the purpose of the trip is. However, I love this because I got the 8 of Cups, which is you got to leave stuff behind. I have 3 nines in these 6 cards. 9 of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the 9 of Cups. Feel comfortable with the movements that you've been doing. They're actually really, really good. I hope that gives you some insight, Cowbell. Now I want to know more about the trip because I'm like, going, ooh, this is an interesting opportunity. So there you go.
What a nice reading, Gerald. That was really
Thank
good.
you. And Ms. Sharon said, blessings. Thank you for this.
Yeah, my
Well,
pleasure. That was a good message. Yeah.
yeah.
Good.
And you're welcome, Cowbell.
Okay.
I totally want to know what's going on. Okay. So we're going to add this back in
Hmm.
and we are going to spin the wheel. You're welcome, Cowbell. We need some scary music.
I know. We
Anna.
need, we need a zither to be playing.
Ooh. Or what was that? What was that? That other thing? Uh, the theremin.
Yeah.
So that could be fun. Who do we have next? Colleen R.
Okay. So who was the first one?
Anna Greenidge.
Okay, so I'll do Anna. Does she have what message do Spirit have for me? April 2026. Very specific. April. Okay. Let's see what Anna.
Colleen R. Let me know you're here. I'm looking to see if Colleen had put up a message. By the way, Anita K is a new member for you.
Aw, thank you. Thank you. I'm seeing, I don't know if you're also traveling, but I'm seeing a landscape where there is a big, like a, not a mountain, but a big rocky, like border that you have to cross. Something that's kind of jagged, sharp, rough, not easy to get over. So let's see what the cards, if the cards follow up with that. Okay. So we start out with the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man seems to be a theme tonight. And I apologize, this is a very dark deck. It's the Tarot of the Vampire, and it's dark, so it's kind of hard to see things, but that's the Hanged Man. I'll pull that back a little bit. But it's crossed by the 10 of Grails, which is the 10 of Cups. So she's in a little bit of delirium, but she's very, very happy. So that's an interesting combo of cards to start out with. So you are feeling your way in this trip, this journey, I think that you're going to be on, and it's feeling like it might be very challenging. You're ready for a challenge. You're ready to be more aggressive than usual, more assertive than usual, and you are trying to make new choices. And you may feel that you're being challenged about those choices. That you're being challenged all along the way, because it's something different for you, really, really different. Um, yeah, and you've just made up your mind that that's what you're going to do. um, you're not really backing down. You're not really ready to back down. In the end, I feel that there will be a tremendous amount of pushback to what you're trying to do, and you don't want to be controlled. You don't want people telling you what to do. You don't want people holding you back, holding you down. You don't want to be confined by the old ways of doing things. You want things to go in the new way. Now, you're pretty confident that you can get what you want. You're pretty confident that you can have the things that you're trying to achieve, or the if there's monetary gain involved, you're pretty confident that you can get there. But you have to keep your nerve up, because you're going to get a lot of pushback all the way along. And I think in the end, you may decide to change some of your plans, because it is a tough thing that you're trying to do, and it's not being supported by people around you. So it's April is going to be a real challenging month, and it's probably something that you're planning to do, that you think this is going to go full steam ahead, and I can certainly do it. But let's see. I mean, we attempt to do these kinds of things, and we learn from the experience. So I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it. I'm saying be prepared that there is a bunch of huge things that you're going to learn in this, and take note. Don't let it stop you. Just take note. If you decide to change your mind, it should not be just because it was too hard to do. It should be because you changed your mind about what you wanted to achieve. Okay? That's what I have for you.
That's really amazing. Okay, and Colleen, here's a scary one for you. About 2 years ago, before I understood the importance of protection, I woke from a deep sleep to the image of a menacing face nose to nose with me. What was
Wow.
that? So I one of the things I think is something interesting to consider. Well, okay, just say it, Gerald. I'm going to not be spooky. Part of what it was, how's this for scary, is the devil. Now, take a breath. What's happening is it was a reflection of the things that you were leaving behind. You have learned a whole lot. You now know how to do protection. Part of this was the things, the negativity that comes to you, that it surrounds us. You were allowing it to cling to you a little bit. This is all about you going, no. You needed to be able to see that, to activate something in you, a bit of a response of, oh no, we're not doing that. We don't like that. I also have the moon for you. Pay very close attention to your dreams. You're being taught carefully in your dreams. Reflect back on that to reflect on your dreams to allow you to have a deeper understanding of it, Colleen. Now, that being said, it's a good idea to remember the importance of taking a bit of a break. Have you had any more of these experiences since this has happened? I am curious about that because a bit of a break is a necessary thing. One cannot always be going full steam ahead all the time. That's how the engine wears out. That's how we get tired, we get sick. The body says, "Nope, I need time out." The energy of spirit also, yes, but not negative. Okay. See, and that's an interesting thing. I love that, Colleen. You knew the first one was negative. Now you know what the positive looks like. And that perception is really beautiful. I also think this is a progression for you. You're moving from the rougher waters into calm waters to allow you to go, okay, I can handle this. I'm able to manage it. Um, I do think it's an interesting thing. I'm curious if you were doing trying to do too much back when that happened, uh, uh, and uh, and now you're able to manage it. I get this clear sense you're able to stand up in the boat without falling out of the boat now. That's an image that came to me.
Hmm.
That's what I have for you, Colleen R. Did you
Wonderful.
have anything for Colleen on that?
Oh, no, I enjoyed your reading though.
I always like that because it's not negative, and that's a key thing because sometimes you need to know what the opposite of what you're wanting is. You can recognize it. It helps tune you in.
Hmm.
All right. We ready for some more?
Yeah, we are.
I want to say thank you to everybody for joining us. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, really subscribe. YouTube's doing a number on everybody. Okay, that's artist Liz.
Yep.
And I think I already saw her question up
I
top.
think
So
she did have a question, yes.
yeah.
After artist Liz. Gemma Lee. Gemma Lee might have put in a question as well.
Okay. I'm going to switch decks. No.
Colleen did say, I welcome my experiences and feel much more secure.
Nice.
Artist.
Okay. And I think artist Liz wants to know about California.
Artist Liz, can you pop that back in? I did not star that one. And Gemma Lee, let me know you're here. Because I do have Gemma Lee's question.
Okay.
Got it. Found it. Do you see where I will be living in 5 years? Always wanted to move to California.
I just got to say, I think a lot of us will be living in California in 5 years. I really do. I think that there's going to be so many changes in this country. I think a lot of us are going to be moving around quite a bit. So I just have to say that up top. Yeah, I think you will move. I think you will move. Not right away, but in a few years, I do think that you'll move. I think you have um, a lot of choices coming at you and a lot of decisions, but I also feel that there is so much going to be revealed in the next few years for you that your attitude about things. And again, you end with the Hanged Man. Everybody's getting the Hanged Man tonight.
Wow.
You end with the Hanged Man. So your perspective on why you want to move to California, when you want to move to California, what will it be like when you move to California? All of these things are going to change tremendously in the next couple of years. Your outlook on life is going to change tremendously in the next couple of years. You are going to be making big, 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 big sweeping changes in your own attitude about your life. The things that you're looking at are, your philosophy towards things, the way you engage with the other side, the way you engage with divinity, the way you believe in yourself, what you think about yourself. All these things are going to be changing over the next few years. Your attitudes about your health, your health itself. All these things are going to be changing so, so, so much. You are on the brink of just tremendous, tremendous change. And a lot of this change comes from decisions that you will make about your life. And from those decisions, which I think will come within the next 6 to 8 months or 6 to 9 months, when you are making these decisions and making these big sweeping attitude changes in your life or philosophical changes in your thinking, this will beget a series of choices that you take that will lead you to a much different place than where you are now. So huge, huge, huge changes for you, artist Liz. And it may feel like it takes a long time, but It has to, because with each big change that you make, you have to let it settle into your bones. You have to let it settle into you and really wear it, really live in it, really get into the feeling of it. And when that has settled in, then another big sweeping change will come and you'll have to do the same thing. So there's no preparing for this. There's no anticipating this, because life has to happen to you and you will respond with big attitude changes in your life.
Mm,
It's a big reading. You got some big cards here.
yeah. Okay. And then Gemma Lee. I had a first round interview with HR at tech firm today. Not familiar with part of the practice. Will I succeed through the interview rounds and land the job? I got I got a more yes than a no. My indicator is with the star. What that tells me, Gemma, is they're impressed with you. They like it. They believe you would be a very good fit for the company. Part of what's going on is the job that for which you interviewed may not be the one to work out. However, you need to be willing to be very clear with them as you go through interviews. You like the company. You want to work for the company, because your persistence, your ability to articulate your ideas and your follow through are really going to be helpful. How do you keep you need to keep a balance as you're working with this to really taunt them and show them you are a star. You can really bring amazing and powerful things with you to this job. I'm also wondering if they if you're if you, I, there may be 3 rounds of interviews. One of your um again, for entertainment purposes only, it does feel, Gemma, like you may go through 3 rounds of interviews and it's going to be between you and 2 others. One of them is going to drop out, it feels like. One of them is going to find another job. So that makes you even more appealing to them, and follow up as you expect to. Pay attention to the boards there. Let them know that you are interested in this company. So I hope that gives you some insight, Gemma. I wish you the best.
Yeah, and what I'm hearing is yes, yes, yes to everything that he's saying. So download this video and cut out this little section reading and play it over to yourself like 5 times a day.
Yeah, I mean the fact that the star comes up, that's really significant. They like you. You are an appropriate fit. You are going to bring in some much needed focus. So I like that for you. So wow. All right. It's almost an hour. Do you want to do another pair?
Um, are you up for another pair?
I am if you are.
I am.
All
Oh,
right.
thank you, Artist Liz. Artist Liz gave us a super sticker. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much.
Yes.
It's really nice. All good names taken. YouTube user. I think we did you just a couple weeks ago. Okay.
I think so. Then we have Tishy J.
Yay.
Okay. Oh, Oh, and Gemma said yes, 3 rounds.
You must be psychic, Gerald.
Ooh, don't tell anybody.
Yeah, they'll think you're weird at work.
Yeah, well, I work, I'm retired, so I work myself.
Okay, and who was the first person again?
YouTube user. I'm
YouTube
looking
user,
to
that's
see
right.
if YouTube user has posted a question.
Yes, let us know. I'm going to mute myself so I can shuffle. Sorry.
Okay. YouTube user and Tishy J looking for Tishy J. I see you said, but let us know you're here. Okay, Tishy J. Oh, there you go. Pull a card for guidance for a move on Friday. Thank you for my move on Friday. You're still muted.
Good. So you didn't hear all the silly little things, me talking to myself. Okay.
I
So
was going to start
you're
doing
doing a
random
move.
voiceover. I was going to start doing random voiceover for you.
Oh, cool. Go ahead. Here, I'll mute myself and just do it like
No.
with those dubbed movies. I'll move my lips like this. And you just say, I don't know what she's talking about.
There you go.
Okay. Guidance on your move. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Gwen. Well, you're in a good position right now, but the move is going to be um, not as not as earth-shaking as you thought. I mean, yes, there's a move there, but I think there's been planning of it, and you've taken, all the preparation that you need to, and there you go. What's going to surprise you is when you get there, something is going to just feel like, wait, what did I just do? As if you are surprised that you actually moved. So maybe a little more coffee until you move, because you got to know what's going on. Um, in the immediate future, you may feel like it's either a little underwhelming. Had maybe higher expectations than what you're going to experience, or it may feel like there's kind of too much to do, too much work. Why isn't anybody helping me? I just feel like I'm lost here and all by myself. However, in the final analysis, this is a great move for you. It's a new chapter. It's a lot of nice new things for you that you're going to really end up enjoying. And it's the leaving the past behind. That's why you're really feeling like, gosh, why isn't anybody helping me do this? Because this is new. This is really new for you. This move means that things are going to be new. And that means that something from the past is being left behind. So, yeah, that's going to feel a little maybe scary at first, but it's really good for you. It's a bright new horizon. So, best of luck to you, and I think all good things are going to happen to you.
Oh, that's powerful. That's a great reading. I like that.
Yeah, she's got good stuff set up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And there's always more coffee is always a good thing.
I think so.
So, Tishy J, does my best friend Mooney have a message for me? She passed away in 2016. Her real name is Robin. Well, yes, she does. Part of what happens with you, what made her your best friend, was the ability that the two of you would argue. You would throw stuff back and forth. You would exchange these ideas. She would tell you it's a bad idea. You would say it's a good idea. She would say it's a bad idea. You would say it's a good idea. She would say it's a good idea. Then you would say it's a bad idea. You get the routine. Through that, the two of you were able to help you think things through. What she is telling you is the importance of understanding the things that you're doing now, how they're going to help you tomorrow. She's suggesting that you do not be as impulsive as one might want to be, because part of this goes with the she's reminding you to think long term. I got the seven of Pentacles, which is things are going to show up there, but you got to be a little patient. She is also reminding me, especially this time, she's telling me you need to spend some time remembering all of the good stuff that the two of you did. All of the silly things, all of the things that you look back now and you go, how did we get away with that? Because there's this beauty in, I got the Six of Cups, which is the card of nostalgia. Remember her. Say her name out loud. Play the songs you used to play. Drink the beverages you used to drink. Put out one for her. And then I said this to somebody earlier, flip through the photo album. Remember the things. Put up a picture of her. I mean, because she's around. She's trying to have the same interaction with you that the two of you used to have. And again, Tishy, I don't know if the two of you argued all the time, but that's what it feels like. She's trying to get you to go. You need somebody to argue with, and you can argue with her. She can handle it. So that's what I have for you from
Very nice.
Mooney Robin. And she's I smell a lot of flowers right now. Not sure what kind of flowers they are. I want to say lilacs or some sort of a rose, but a very floral smell just came into the room. So there's that.
Nice. Very, very nice. Well, my friend, we've done just a little over an hour, and I hope all you guys enjoyed the readings. Oh, Tishy says, I'm a Gemini, impulsive. Who, me? LOL, I'm married to her partner now. We used to honor her every day. I don't argue unless I know I'm right. LOL. She loved lavender and lilacs.
Great.
Love it. Very good, Gerald. Great reading.
Thanks.
So I hope you guys enjoyed our little gab about Samhain. We enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoyed the readings. And remember, even if you didn't get a reading, listen to the readings anyway, because there's something there for you.
Absolutely.
And listen to the gab that we did. There's a lot of good stuff in there.
There is.
And, we'll be doing more of these because we like each other and we like to read together. So
we do.
You know,
we do.
You'll see us soon. Anything you want to say in the closing, Gerald?
Thank you, everyone. Both of us do private readings. If you want a reading, contact information is below. It's on my channel. Mm-hmm. So I look forward to seeing people again. Mm-hmm. This is lovely.
Yeah. And please do remember to subscribe. YouTube is doing its thing, and I've lost a ton of subscribers over the last 2 months. Mm-hmm. And it's been really disappointing. But you know, these things happen with YouTube. So
yes.
Anyway, and I just wanted to say, for those of you who are members, I did do a members meeting. I think it was last weekend, and I'm going to do another one really soon. I'm not going to wait a full month. I'm going to do one really, really soon. So if that's any incentive for people to join, that would be great. We had a fabulous members meeting. The last one we did, it was just amazing. So I hope you'll join us for the next one. And Gerald, thank you so much
Thank
I
you.
really, really appreciate you coming and making the time and for running the spinny wheel thing. I really, really appreciate that.
I'm happy to do that.
Yeah, it's fun. It's really fun. So we'll have to get together soon. We'll have to check our schedules and see when we can get together. And in the meantime, everybody, much love and light to you. And don't forget that Three Eye Atlas is coming. I think it's December 19th. It's supposed to be coming very close to the Earth. And there's lots of readers online who are giving very good information about it.
Mhm.
I've been listening to, is it Kelly Kolodny? Is that her name?
I don't know.
But she's got some good stuff. Gia Prism had some good stuff about it. I think even Rosie Insights did one video about it. But I think that Gia and Kelly I know her last name is Kolodny. I'm not sure about her first name. She's amazing, and she looks like an angel, and she talks to angels. And
Oh,
uh, they're both doing lots and lots of shows about it, so they would be good sources if you want more information from a spiritual perspective about it.
mhm.
Not so much from the scientific perspective. But anyway, I hope you like the garb, and I know I love Gerald's garb because he always has amazing garb. And I hope all of you will join us for our Halloween show, which is 1 week from tonight at the same time, 7:30. And we're going to have lots of fun people there. I think, let's see, Sherry, Val, Marina, maybe Gerald if we're lucky. Cleo, my sister, is going to be there. And there's somebody that I'm forgetting, but I've invited a bunch of other people too, and I'm sure that there'll be more than what I just mentioned. So come by. We're going to be doing a few readings. We're going to be dressed up. We're going to be having fun and laughs and all that stuff. And I just love you all, and thank you so much for watching. Bye. Thank you
Bye.
so much.